so I can't breathe. Life swinging at me like a weed. And what's the lead when the race is complete? Now I'm playing.
I can't say I know that you guys liked the last vlog so much that I'm doing another one, because that vlog literally just went live a couple hours ago. But I'm going to be doing the same exact thing here because we're consistent. We have 2 more songs to record for my album Playing Games coming out, TBD. I'm going to take you through the whole process. This could take probably a few days of recording, could take maybe a day or 2. I don't really know. I don't really like to put a time limit on any of these things I do because that defeats the whole point of this being a process, right? So I'm gonna kind of go through the motions. For this album specifically, I started producing music myself, I'd say last January. There's a good portion of this album that I did produce, but these last 2 songs I did not. So I am buying the lease. And I always say this, but if you are an artist, pay respects to the producers because they made a hot beat, give them the love. So I am buying the lease. Buy it. I just bought it. I'm figuring out what the key and BPM are now. I'm going to snap that into Logic. Gotta have the brand on. I am going to get this up into Logic.
So I can't breathe. Life swinging at me like a weed. And what's the lead when the...
Yeah, once we find this key and BPM, we're going in there. A home studio that I invested in not too long ago now, only about maybe 7 months. It has been an absolute life changer. Come on, I'll show it to you. So it's a 2x4. Oh. We're gonna turn on the lights. I rarely record with the lights on because it can get a little stuffy in here. I have a Focusrite down there, right there, and the Mac is gonna go right here. Cable pass on the bottom, so I'll be able to plug everything in. It's a life changer, especially if you're in an apartment like me. That's how the inside looks. Let's set her up. All right, we got the Mac. Look at it, just literally hanging out, floating. That's one of my songs. You should check it out. Floating, Gotta Go Glenn. Kind of a crazy pull. There we go. But I have a certain way that I like to record. I have a certain, I guess, structure and pattern that I usually go about recording. And it's kind of all over the place. It changes with the song. But one thing that doesn't change is sort of how I start. And that's kind of how I figure out how I'm going to work around this song, because every song itself is sort of like a puzzle, because you need to figure out how to portray what you hear in your head, and you want to translate that and make it a reality for other people to listen to exactly how you thought of it as an artist. So I want you to listen to the song exactly how I thought of it, and that's just because I want to transfer my art the way that I guess I hear it. And so the way I'm going to start and approach this track is I'm going to begin it with kind of doing different layers, you know, because you don't really know in the beginning how you want to approach it, like what octave, how strong. So I'm kind of just going to do a bunch of different octave styles of the main vocal per se. And it's always a temporary because I usually redo the main vocal at the end, because after a while of doing it, you kind of perfect the way you're going to pronounce the words and certain cadences. You just perfect over time because you're doing it over and over again. And so by the time you have all the other layers figured out, usually I go back and I redo the main vocal. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do a bunch of takes of different octaves. You probably get at least 5 or 6 like pretty solid ones with the full song through. And you know, I kind of take it from there. Then there's ad libs, all that juice, but you can't think ahead. You get right now. This is my starting point. I know I'm starting with a couple of different octaves, and we'll see which one takes over. All right, it's time. Pretty valid start. We got about 5 tracks down now. Basically sang it all through 4 different times. One of them pretty strong, another one pretty high, another one pretty low. That kind of fills in a little high ends, a little low ends, makes the song sound more full. And that's what I want this to sound. I don't want it to sound empty, like pretty much anywhere, unless the emptiness is speaking for something. That is different. That's kind of deep. Low-key. So my goal now is maybe to do one more full, just to have something else there, maybe another strong one. And I'll start doing some backing and ad-libs and really start filling in, kind of give the song some accents, you know, give the song some, just a little, that's what we want to do. I did a little bit of ad-libs here. So now I want to start panning. So light mixing. Like I said before, I don't do crazy mixing in here. I'm kind of just doing a little bit of beta mixing, but I'm panning things left and right. That's really just going to help me make sure that the backing vocals that I do decide to have, they should have a base of what the overall sound already is, so they correlate more. You know, I don't just want to kind of make something and guesstimate it. I sort of want to already know, okay, what direction am I going with this song? What is the dominant sound? And then I'm sort of building around that. So right now I'm doing some light mixing. Again, I'm doing this stuff to show you it's not that hard. You're in your head. You can definitely do this yourself as well. I'm not special. I'm just dedicated. That's all it is. So right now, I'm in my little cube doing some light mixing here. I also kind of enjoy, and the fact that I'm kind of standing up and doing this, I sit down and we as people sit down so much. The fact I get to stand up a little bit, it's kind of a good feeling. It's a little bit refreshing. So I'm going to start panning these left and right. I'm going to listen to it over again, see if I want to do another vocal. And if not, we're going to do some more ad-libs. And so far, this song is coming together pretty well.
Race a beat now, no. I look at my team, we're ready, it's going. I don't even think my enemies are gonna show it.
All right, it's day 2. Day one was a really good success. Ooh, I gotta show off the drink I'm drinking today. Y'all aren't gonna believe this too. I finally have something else. I finally have something other than a cherry seltzer. Today I'm drinking a mojito seltzer. And we're feeling pretty good today. We're well rested, showered, voice is fresh again. And I'll tell you what, this song is a hell of a lot easier than recording the last song. If you missed last vlog, I recorded a song called Flying 2. I did previews of it in it. If you guys want that kind of, I guess, early access to how it's gonna sound, there's definitely some previews in it. I also have a Discord where sometimes I drop tracks earlier before anybody else sees. So if you really like music and you just want to hear underground music, link to my Discord is going to be down below. But anyway, we're recording a song this time. This song is called, I'm not going to say the name of this song. There's 2 reasons to that. 1, not really sure what the name should be yet. And 2, it might be replacing another song on the album and I just don't want to confuse people. So we're going to leave it at that. This song is in day 2 of production. First day, we got the main vocals down. We've got some of the backing vocals for it as well. And now I believe we're working on the ad-libs. I think we left off where I recorded the first half of the ad-libs. So now I'm gonna go in and record the second half of the ad-libs, which is like, I guess, just the second half of the song. I'm gonna have a little refresher and go in, but I talked about this a lot in the last vlog and I'm going to keep saying it. Could finish this song today, could finish this song next week, could finish this song next month. I'm not going to put a deadline on it because there is no deadline for art. Like I said before, as long as you get what you need to say as an artist and you think you got that message across, put that shit out. Put that shit out. That's it. All right, let's go into the office. You guys want to see the office? Here it is. You're not going to see this view much longer since we are going to be moving. But this is the studio, little home-built studio that we have. We're going to obviously have the brand on. Always got to have the brand on. Let's record the second half of ad-libs. And Sandra's out here game. Fields of Mysteria. Fields of something. And she's been hopping around playing for a bit now. Yo, I'm in the stew right now. I just finished recording that part and I'm so fired up. Why? Bro, get your mix. You need to mix yourself. Learn how to mix. Learn how to mix. Get yourself a little soundproof. Record. Just record. Make your damn music, okay? I'm tired of you not releasing your music because you can't do it. I did that. And then I learned. It took a very long time. And now I think I'm okay at it. No, I think I'm great at it. Am I the best? No, but I'm going to keep getting better, and you can too. Get your damn studio, get your damn mixing time, learn, sit down and learn how to mix your music. Don't rely on anybody but you. Save your money, save your time, record, and release the art that you want to make. Have a great day, night, and I better hear some soon. All right, peace. I'm recording an album. That was very intense. I was very intense coming at you before for a reason, because I said this the last vlog as well. There's a point in the song when you hit the swag, you get the rhythm, you get everything down. And this song is really turning into what I heard it like in my head before I started recording it. And that is the biggest victory that I have as an artist, you know, being able to translate that. And I really hope y'all connect with this one. The melodies in this one are some of my favorites on the album. There's not even that many tracks. Like it's not like a crazy amount of tracks. The last chorus, I want to make a little, you know, little special here and there. At least try to see what works. And then after that, I would love to do a little mixing sesh just to kind of get it through a phase 2 of mixing. I think the final step for this is going to be to record a crazy good main vocal. Right now, the temporary one is great. It's like the second or first try that we had, but I know we can really bring it for this track. And I want to do my due diligence so you guys bump this more. And I think I have some work to do on it. I don't know if it's going to be one take either. It could be chopped up, but made some really good progress today so far. And we're going to finish off in the studio right now with and backing vocals and ad-libs of that final chorus. We'll go into a little mixing stage. Let's get it.
I left every one of them behind, not because I'm better though, but because I'm better off without a code. And camera shooting shots so much I started going prone. Uppercut going crazy when it's coming from the...
All right, we were in there for I'd say almost another hour. Not only did I get all the ad-libs that I wanted to get, I also got potentially final main vocal. So I got a big mixing session ahead, phase 2 of mixing, and hopefully this sounds good enough to possibly go to the car. Let me set up. Let's get everything out of the studio because I was in there for so long. It's really good to breathe. After I'm pretty comfortable that the song is in a potential alpha mode, even though it's always going to be beta, because there's always going to be tweaks, I sit down and we really get into a serious mixing phase, right? Which is phase 2. Phase 1 of mixing is tweak here, tweak there, keep recording. Phase 2, make sure it sounds really good in these headphones. After that, I have to bump it in the studio to make sure it also sounds good in the studio, meaning that I'm literally just going to take the headphones out and I'm going to blast it on this. And after it sounds good on this, I'm confident enough to then bring it to the car. It's just really important that I think you make sure it sounds good on every single device that you can ensure. Sometimes it could sound really good on one and it could sound like shit on the other. I need to lock in now, but I'm very proud of what we've done today so far.
I know someone that told me I'll drown off this stream. They're laughing with a leak in the boat. Judging, thinking I'ma hang this.
Like, do you see how easy it is? Look, studio here in a house. Even Siri knows. Siri's spinning game right now. It is so easy once you teach yourself the resources. Look, I have that box right there. Box to desk to car, song release. Next, okay? You're dealing with so many schedules. You're dealing with so much stuff, man. Simplify it. And we'll amplify it. I need a mix. What am I doing?
Up like a coach. So when they start to sing, they blame everyone they know.
All right, just gave it another listen through. It sounds great. There's definitely just a couple things that I still want to mess with before I go down to the car. The goal is to go down to the car later tonight. This shouldn't be too long to knock out a few of these vocals, mostly just backing, really see if there's anything else that I really want to do before I make it downstairs, like any last second cuts, because it's always easier to do that when you can connect a 2019 Mac to a charger, because that dies. Meaning that I want to do this before I go downstairs to the car. The car is the last legit bump. If it passes the car test, we're set. We're golden. But I'm going to record those last few ones now. Again, shouldn't take too long. And I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped the direction this is going. All right, hold up. 1 sec. Headphone test is done officially. I'm just bumping it kind of with my Mac speakers to see sort of where we're at. And then the next time you see me, we'll be in the car. Guys, we are making movement. We are the motion. Back to this, baby.
They're looking in the mirror, but they looking past the wall. When we play these games, everybody's got control.
And we made it. Where are we right now? We are literally in the lab. We're in a parking garage, chilling. I've got my Mac on my lap. I am straight up gonna blast this without the car on the Mac again. We got to make sure it sounds 100% good on these speakers. It's a little stormy tonight, but it's stormy because we're bringing that thunder. It's because I'm lightning with my damn bars, I tell you. I'm doing the car test. If you're an artist, you know what that means. You listen to it on your headphones. You listen to it on your Mac. Get the hell into your car and blast. Because if it doesn't pass that vibe, then it's not ready. It's not making the final cut, okay? I know you do that. I know you come into your car. I know you blast it. So stay tuned.
Now I'm playing games. I'm doing this until I can't breathe.
It's official. We're linking up to the car. Sounds great on the Mac. Hopefully it sounds good on the car too. Okay, we'll see how this sounds, man. This is the life right here, bro. This is the life. If you're an artist, you know.
Swinging at me like a weed. And what's the lead when the race is complete? Now I'm playing games. I'm doing this until I can't breathe. Life swinging at me like a weed.
So the car mix sounded pretty good. I'm going to be exporting one version, putting it through a master sequence and playing it again in the car, right? So I play the mix. Mix sounds good. Master it a bit. We're going to export that. We're going to bump it a bunch right now. And I'm going to be very, very picky. I'm going to be very, very honest. I think the key word is honest, okay? You got to listen to these tracks objectively. And I like to be somewhat overly critical about certain things. And so when I release it, it doesn't bother me. Because I'll tell you what, there's a million things that us artists, including myself, that I spend so much time editing like all these little things that will only bother me. right? They'll only bother me. You might not even notice it's there. And not because you're stupid, because you're not. It's because there's all these little intricate parts that we obviously see behind the scenes that we end up knowing is there because we've heard it over and over. We have also seen the layout of the track, so we know when these specific sounds, sequences, ad-libs, whatever are going to happen. So this is my long way of saying that there's a lot of it that you unfortunately need to mess with. And the reasoning behind this is if I release this and there's something in it that really bothers me, how am I going to bump it back? It's my own track. I got to give myself that at least, that the playback value for me has got to be good. Because if I don't want to listen to it, sure as hell, no one else will. Because why the hell would you want to if I don't like it? So I'm exporting it right now. I'm actually on a hotspot. Highly recommend because I'm nowhere near where my apartment is right now. So I'm running on a hotspot. It's somehow working in this garage. I'm just going to export that and we're going to bump. So I'm going to spend quite a while just kind of bumping this over and over again. And that's the life that I chose, I guess. Let's bump.
I'm doing this until I can't breathe. Life swinging at me like a what's the lead when the race is complete? Now I'm playing games. Woo! I'm doing this until I can't breathe. Swinging at me like a what's the lead when the
Goddamn. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by our progress. As y'all hold me accountable, I hold myself accountable too, but we really put in work. A lot of sweat. I'm not gonna say blood because I don't have a gun. I just got bars. But no, it's just sweat. It's just sweat. A whole lot of because of the studio, because of my hot bars. I need to stop. I'll chill. Anyway, I really like the way this sounds. I'm gonna blast it a couple more times because I've just been getting so hype off of it. And as you should. By the way, if you go into the car and you bump your stuff, you should too. Get hype, all right? Or don't. Be lame, all right? Whatever. I need to bump it a couple more times here, and then I'm going to do a very important test. We're going to get it on the phone, and we need to bump it on the phone because a lot of people are just going to be bumping it social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, just finding it. And if I want them to go and bump it on Spotify, it better sound good. Let's see. I feel really good about this. Now that I've bumped it 100 times on my phone in here, I bumped it a bunch on the car. It's time to sleep on it. The most important thing I do after I feel like I have the right mix, I have the right master, is I sleep on it and I wake up tomorrow. And what do? I make sure that it doesn't sound like shit because I have a very tired brain right now. It's almost 2 a.m. I have work tomorrow, but I'm serious about this album, man. I'm so serious about this album. I have so much fuel to make this the best that I can make it. We basically finished. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and bump it. Hopefully not make any tweaks. And if I do, it'll be 1 or 2 things. But this was the entire walkthrough of what I do when I have a written track and a song ready to record. I got officially 1 more left on this album, Dreams 3. That's going to be in the next vlog. If you guys are enjoying these, if you stuck to the end, I appreciate you. Please, please, please leave a like so I know that these are wanted. All right. I love you. My album is called Playing Games and it is being worked on. I don't have a due date, but I promise you we're doing anything but that. We're doing anything but playing games. But low key, we're playing games. I love you guys. Bye.
Still feel free. Still feel free. I've never had a trial. So much been sunk